back to Hazzard County we go for this episode of Terrific TV Toys, and this is a follow-up episode to one a few months ago, as I'm recording this right now, where I showed you a Dukes of Hazzard calculator that I received as a gift from friends of mine and my job at the Detroit News in downtown Detroit. I received the gift in the late 1990s. Actually, no, it was around 2000. It was around the year 2000 that I received that calculator as a going away gift because I was switching jobs from the Detroit News to Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. And wonderful friends found me just the thing that I would love, that calculator. But they also gave me another gift, and that was this guy right here, a Dukes of Hazzard watch that we're going to take a look at in this episode of Terrific TV Toys. But I also want to say, I found something, and I was just kicking myself when I found it. In some box or something as I was roaming around. I found something I was looking for the other episode when I shot it. I did not have the box, but I have the box now. So consider this an addendum to that earlier episode of Terrific TV Toys where I showed you the calculator. Here is the box to the calculator, okay? I knew I still had the box. I just couldn't lay eyes on it back then, a few months ago when I was shooting that episode. But here's your view of that box for the calculator, which works, and I use it every month to balance my checkbook. And this box even has, okay, this is great. If you own this calculator and you have not seen this booklet, then here it is. Wow, okay. It even shows you the operations of the calculator, basic calculation with examples, constant calculation, square power, reciprocal calculation, percentage calculation, talks about the power source, battery power indication, how to change the batteries, all of that. Gotta love it. Okay, it has an auto shut off. Yeah, that is so cool that is still in the box too. So one of my coworkers at the news had found this at a shop in Royal Oak, I believe. Just a little bit detail. Again, this is like your second part to the other episode where I'm bummed that I couldn't have shown it to you then. Unisonic. Huh. Okay, so Unisonic did both the calculator and the watch I'm about to show you too. Here's the limited warranty for Unisonic calculators. So you could fill that out and register your device for the limited warranty. Oh, how wonderful. Okay, so that puts a cap on the calculator. Again, I'm bummed that I couldn't make that episode complete. I used to have these accessories on my table when I took my Dukes of Hazzard book to Dukes of Hazzard events and did signings and stuff. These would decorate my table along with an orange tablecloth. So had a lot of fun with that a few years back. So there were different styles of Dukes of Hazzard watches released at the time of all this other merchandise flooding store shelves. It was like round about 1981 when a lot of the Dukes of Hazzard merchandise came out to celebrate this massively popular TV show that kind of surprised everyone. You know, we all loved the Dukes of Hazzard, and the critics did not love it back then, and they did not expect it to succeed. But succeed it did, and so along with that success of the show came a lot of this great merchandise. And so when I say different kinds of watches, this is the one I got as a gift from my friend. But at Duke's events, I think my buddy in Canada maybe is where I got this from. There you see at these Duke's events too, some people have these that they bring out. There was a different kind of watch. This was a slightly different style, and it came in different packaging. And so this is just the sleeve of that packaging that I'm showing now. Not the whole watch or anything, but again, this was just like a decoration for my table when I went to Dukes of Hazzard events. So I wanted to show this as well. There's the boys, Bo and Luke, and shots from the episodes. But let's get to the real watch I want to show you here, which actually has so much of the same design by Unisonic that they used for this packaging. The General Lee, the boys on the General. There's Bo and Luke again. And then there's some imagery, some graphics of the Hazzard County Sheriff and the General Lee jumping over. Oh, and there's Boss Hogg. generally jumping again. So LCD quartz watch in metal case with stainless steel band. And I will say that that style of watch, if I remember correctly, was actually like a black plastic band as opposed to the stainless steel. So that was the big difference in the other style of box or other style of watch that box went to. Features hours, minutes, month, date, seconds, push button light. Okay, well, that's a great detail on this. Alrighty, okay, so that's the case. So let's open this guy up, and you can see that it is a plastic case that mirrors the design. I love that part on the front. And then, you know, it's just plain red on each side, but then you open the case and there's the watch. Oh my gosh, look at that beauty. Oh, I love it. I was wearing it for a while. It did work. It does not have an operational battery in it right now. In fact, I looked before I shot this episode. I looked around the house. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have some watches stored away in a closet. I looked through them to see if there was any kind of battery in them that was still operational, and there's not an operational watch battery in this house, unfortunately, so I couldn't show you it actually working, but it does work, I can tell you. Last I knew. So you can lift out the watch through its packaging, and Unisonic has like sort of the spongy part of the lining of the case here. Actually, it's plastic, felt covered plastic. Then it's got the Dukes of Hazzard there too, which is nice. And then we'll take a look at the paperwork that came with it. But first, let's take a closer look at the watch itself. I love it. I love it. I love it. Got the cop car, the Hazzard County Sheriff, chasing the General Lee, which is on 2 wheels, right? Skiing? Wow. Maybe I didn't really remember that part of it. And then it's got the Dukes of Hazzard in the font there at the top. Yeah. And then just this simple, like you would see with any other watch of that time in the 1980s. You can flip off the back, lift up the cover of the back and change out the batteries. And then the band is also what you saw in a lot of watches back then. So, yeah, you can see how that fits on there. So great watch. Oh my gosh. And I loved it. And now let's look at the instructions for this thing too. Okay, so if you've never seen these before, here they are. If you don't have if you own this watch and you no longer have the instruction manual yourself, functional LCD digital quartz watch with backlight. Okay, so just a nice brief instruction on operation, time and calendar display, characteristics. Huh, okay. And then on the back, you've got more detailed instructions on how to operate it. Okay, so cool. It was a wonderful gift. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, and then look, there's more motif in here. More of the decor of and that's like well, it's actually like a piece of paper, actually, that's stuck on there, almost like a sticker type thing. This watch is dated 1981. So like I said, 1981, that was really the time when so much of this merchandise was coming out into store shelves. Okay, so Unisonic products, service department, warranty registration. So you can fill this out and register this product as well for the warranty. 90 days, within 90 days of the purchase date. That was a heck of a warranty. This warranty does not apply to batteries or accessories. Okay, cool. You really got to love it. Oh my gosh, and I do love it after all these years. I didn't get it when it was originally sold, but I got it a few years later from very good friends. So, oh my gosh, so cool. All right, well, thanks once again for riding through the dusty back roads of Hazzard County with me, traveling back through time. And keep it tuned here to BRB TV for more terrific TV toys.